Two guys doing a podcast. Two guys doing a podcast. Two guys doing a podcast. Podcast. Ow.
Basie, it's okay.
My God, right? I'm sorry.
It's a girl.
We're
just using slurs. Don't worry about it.
Why do I always want to make the dog feel good by playing with their fucking privates?
Yeah.
They like that. They
Bestiality.
protect their animals.
Stop raping my
That's how I
dog.
know that he's not a real animal lover.
Because I don't play with my pets.
Anybody with a pet, you come on, you did a little something down there, man, makes your dog feel good.
Hell no. I've never done
Well, you never.
Basie, it's okay.
My God.
Okay, hold up. Clearly you don't know how to react. My question to you is, do you think that was a troll, or do you think there's any truth to that?
I saw this. You sent me the video. I looked into it. I looked more into it to see what was going on, because everybody likes their hot takes, but let me see what was going on. So I looked into it, and apparently this is a thing for Joe Budden, where he says that his dog, because his dog can't find any other bitches around, that his dog needs to get relief, and he feels that because he's the owner of that dog, that it's his job to make sure his dog gets that relief that he needs when he can't get it.
So I just want to be clear. Since that video went viral, a lot of people took one side of it, the other side of it. Some people are actually just trying to get him canceled. White people and animals. Like black people, they can kill us all day. You hurt a dog or abuse a dog in any way, they're going to rip your soul out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're serious. So they were really trying to get him canceled. So I just want to be clear. There was a lot of different perspectives that people were approaching this. You're saying you looked into this, and obviously you can't confirm it. You weren't there. But you're saying there might be some validity to Joe Budden, touching his dog's genitals. Now, where did you go to see this? Because I need to know.
I honestly, I don't even remember exactly where I saw it, but I know that the report was actually from one of his ex-girlfriends.
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
That you mean somebody?
I'm so mad that I didn't get the name. Listen, it could have been Sin. It could have been Sin Santana.
But the point is his ex-girlfriend. Yeah. Remember, Vivica Fox said 50 Cent likes a finger in the butt. Like people, like it's an ex. They're bitter, so they're just trying to hurt the other person.
Yeah, that could 100%. This could be a whole smear campaign, but I mean, he did say that, and then I mean, that seems like something that Joe Budden. That seems like a thinking like Joe Budden would have. Honestly, he's messed up.
What?
He's messed up, dog. He's a next type character. You know what I mean? So I own it. I have a dog.
Yeah. So as a pet owner, how did that make you feel to hear that, to see it? It was on camera.
Here's the joke. If you didn't catch what just happened, I went from saying I own to I have, because I don't feel like I own. That's how the relationship I have with my dog. I don't feel like I own my dog.
Right.
I have a dog. You know what I mean? Like, and I've never felt the way Joe Budden has felt. That's definitely a unique feeling that he has that I don't. But I know what I am feeling by hearing what he's saying, and it's disgusting. That's nasty.
Right.
That's unnecessary. What was funny was the article that I was reading, and I really wish I had it. I'm so bad right now.
It's okay.
This is so bad. But anyway, the article that I was reading about the whole thing and everything was just suggesting that, like, people were trying to get him booked for animal abuse.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're saying that's assaulting the dog, because how do you know if the dog wants that, blah, blah, blah. I honestly think it's a little bit extreme, but if that's what they feel they need to do, that's what they're going to need to do. I definitely know there's people going to look into this now.
Would you, if you had the authority to do that? You lived in his area. What? I don't know the people who look into this. PETA, whatever. Would you try to take Joe Budden's dog away from him after watching that?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. I definitely would. But the thing with Joe that's crazy right now is all of this bad news is coming out about him right after he canceled
Spotify,
his deal with Spotify. Like, I wasn't hearing. It's one of two things: either Spotify knew about these things and they were just covering it up, and now they don't have a reason to, or somebody is just like really trying to get at Joe, because the whole thing with him abusing his ex, she did a whole interview on the radio. This clip coming out, them finding a thing from the past where he actually says it, which is crazy, and he has the dog lying there, makes it even worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then somebody else saying, like, this is his mentality, this is how he is, type of vibe, and kind of confirming, or, you know, at least allegedly confirming or saying, you know what I mean, giving validity in their own way to the situation. All of this happening at the same time, like, that's crazy to me.
That's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence. That's a planned attack. Joe Budden has burned bridges before. He did it with Complex. He did it with Def Jam. He's now done it with Spotify. And the thing about it is when you burn a bridge, it's one thing if me and you are doing business, Dre, and let's say this podcast doesn't work out. Does that mean I get to now go on like my platform and bash you publicly? Don't work with Dre because he's this. He doesn't show up on time. That's not what you do. That's not how you do business. But Joe Budden, the reason why he feels righteous in doing that is he's saying he's warning people, because he's, according with the Spotify, he's saying with the whole thing, he's like, look, podcasting is a totally different animal. It's new landscape, and guess what? I'm the fucking pioneer. You know what I mean? So this is what they're trying to do to us. I'm warning you guys so you guys don't get played. Right. You know, so to your point, like, I do feel like it's a little bit calculated, but also at the same time, bro, when you create your own bag, no one can take it from you. Who could take your bag? Look, even if YouTube is like, you know, your videos are not being posted here anymore. Okay, create a website.
Exactly.
Simple. He's already got, you can't, like, he's independent.
He every part of his podcast.
Yeah, you can't take his bag. So even if he gets blacklisted by all these streaming, by whoever, website goes up. However, maybe it's a monthly pay thing. Maybe it's he's good. You know what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of that. So I don't know, but my opinion as far as like him with the dogs, look, man, I got a sick, twisted sense of humor. Stuff that you may think you just shouldn't laugh at that. I might laugh at it really hard. And then I might put my own little twist on that disgusting joke as well. So to the point, I think he was joking. I honestly think he was joking.
I don't.
I honestly think he was joking. You know why I say it too, bro? Because again, he needs to keep his name is his brand. As long as his name is in people's mouth, his brand is still alive. It's either getting bigger or at least it's still bubbling. So however he does it, he does it. That, in my opinion, is part of it. Trolling is a thing. Trolling is an art form. Tekashi 6ix9ine showed you that. Tekashi 6ix9ine, not to bring it back to him, is a walking, living, breathing car accident. You're driving on the road, there's a car accident, everybody looks. You know when they do the plane shows, like when the planes are flying there, they're doing all the stunts and all that stuff. Or you know when you go to the race cars and people are doing like 200 clicks around the track, everybody wants the planes to land safely. Everybody wants all the cars to go, but everybody's hoping and praying secretly that one of them, no. That's why everybody's so engaged with Tekashi 6ix9ine, because of all the antics. We don't really care about his music. We just want to watch him crash and burn. We want to build them up so the flames are that big, that much bigger. So that's what we're doing. With Joe Budden, he understands that. He knows he just lost a Spotify deal. He needs to keep that brand going. He can't go down now. He needs to say, okay, Spotify, I cut Spotify loose. Who's the next big player? They need to give me and here's why, because I can garner attention. I personally think this was a troll, man. I honestly think it was a troll. Who would do that? Who in their right mind?
You think he said this all of himself?
I do.
I mean, it's an interesting way to look at it.
It's really not, Dre. Okay. When you all you need to do is just remember you live in 2020 and there's social media. All you need to do is go on your Instagram right now and you will see people risking their lives jumping on top of buildings with no restraints or anything like that. Risking their lives to go viral. That's all you need to do. And you see that and you're like, this is not that far-fetched that somebody would contrive this thing. People do worse, bro. What are you talking about?
You're right. You're right.
But who knows? I mean, I guess we'll never know because I'm not feeding the dog biscuits while Joe Budden does his thing. So, you know what I mean? It's not what I'm into. Okay.